Welcome to the Optimistic M. I'm your host, Miss Show, and I was actually gonna watch a movie. And I decided, you know what? Nah, I was gonna watch. Well, I was gonna watch A Circle with Tom Hanks if it was out, but it's not. So I was left with The Fate of the Furious, and I was like, well, I don't really want to watch it that bad, and if I'm gonna watch it, at least be with friends or somebody, not so much by myself. Hey, Mr. Cool. How's it, man? I don't know, my connection is jacked right now. I don't know what's going on. It was green, now it's red. I mean, it's crazy, man. But you guys are welcome to chit chat in the live session here. I'm just going to talk about, damn it, I hate when this happens. It's like, why is it so bad, man? The connection should be good. Is somebody downloading porn again? What the hell? For reals. Oh, man. This is annoying. It was fine, now it's not fine. Let me see if I can rectify this really quick. It might be because I have too much stuff in the background. I don't know. That can't be it. Although my fan is purring like a kitten. Can you guys see or hear me right now? Or at least hear me? I might just like do a audio cast again. Damn, I hate this shit, man. It just pisses me off. Good, man. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear it's going well. Just a little bit about my day. Seems like you can hear me just a little bit here. You can hear me, if not see me very well. But yeah, it's not receiving. Oh, man, I hate this freaking A, man. Why is it doing this today? I do not know. Is there anything I can do to help it? I mean, the internet booster, something. At least give me yellow. I mean, a yellow stream help is better than red. It's decent. Freaking A, man. That's just annoying. Okay, cool. Well, it's better than nothing because I can't hear me. I can't hear me. Well, I don't want to hear myself, but it does kind of help to monitor myself just to see if audio's going through. But anyways, it seems like there's a delay, so I'm just gonna continue until it just kicks me off or whatever. So my week actually, it's been a long couple of weeks, long few weeks. It's been a long month, and I think I'm just now burning out because I don't mind OT every now and then, but whew, geez, oh man, it does wear on you. Freaking, and you get the phone calls. Like I swear, sometimes it's like every 5 minutes and the same ring, 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 and it's just I want to throw the phone against the wall and just make it stop. But that's just that's just me trying to. I mean, I can cool myself down. That's not a problem. I'm not easily short tempered at all, so that's not the issue. But every now and then, I just want to like, yeah. But I'm good. I'm good. I'm just sipping my beer here and it's cool. Like, I got a day off tomorrow. And enough about work. I don't want to talk about work. So I want to talk about Australia. Yes, that is right. I am going back. I'm going back this summer, which is their winter, which is like last time. So, but a little earlier than last time. Prior to the semester starting instead of right when the semester starts. I got last time. And I probably should change the title on this, but no. Actually, I'll keep it the same for now. because I actually am going to release like a series, a very short series of just, I guess, things I did while I was there, and not like I'm not gonna go into depth right now, but I will say, like, talk about some things that I did while I was there. And last time I actually went in July, like a few days before orientation week. They call it O week. Anyways, that's how it started, and basically hit the ground running. Actually not so much, because that first week, being this orientation week, you're just kind of getting used to campus. You're getting used to just, well, in my case, I was getting used to the area and meeting new people, making new friends, that sort of thing. And of course, that first time, well, first of all, if you guys don't know, I have to explain this briefly why I went there. I went there to study abroad, so that makes sense that I went there for orientation week for campus. Getting to know people, making friends, like I said, and then, sorry, I got distracted. I'm checking out my chat just to make sure you guys are not. But hey, you're more than welcome to chime in, ask me any questions anytime during this cast. I will be more than welcome to answer you, because this is live after all. I mean, I can't do this in a regular session. I have to actually go back and make another video to answer questions, but now I can do that live. So please feel free to do that. Okay. Play on TV. I can do that. Yeah. I'll just watch myself on TV here. There's a mosquito. Ah, bastard. Bloody mosquitoes. Cast to my enable casting and cloud-based services like Google Hangouts. Okay. No, I don't want to share my screen. I just want my YouTube video. Dude, I'm doing well. I'm actually doing a lot better now because it's been rough, man. Yeah, the streaming is pretty bad right now. There's nothing I can really do right now. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that. I don't think it's helping my connection anymore, so I'm gonna get to the point here, guys. Stop casting. Can I do that? Can I stop casting here? I don't think it's working. Why stop casting to my TV? Because it's like an echo right now. I was like, oh. I just want to try it out. I never tried it before. It's pretty cool, though. So, let's see, guys. Can we... I'm actually doing a lot better now. Cast YouTube. No, I don't want to cast YouTube. I just want to stop it. I want to stop casting. Can we do that? Oh, there we go. Stop casting. Think I can stop casting. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. We're back. Oh, we never left. Okay. Okay. Check this out. So when I went there, because it's their wintertime, it's actually cool. I mean, it's literally cool, like cold. Like, I think probably the coldest I've gotten when I was there, and they said it was the coldest it's been in a while, was, I think, 40s. 40s isn't that bad. At night it gets kind of bad because it's like nighttime and you're trying to sleep. But fortunately enough, actually I didn't need a heater or anything. I just actually had a very good blanket. My my roommate and landlord, he has a setup where he has students come through all the time, and they'll pay for like a part of the semester or whatever. Some actually pay for food included in the service. So he cooks food like every night for, well, actually, this one guy had a whole setup. He had arranged it ahead of time, everything. Every now and then he would share food with me, and I thought it was pretty cool. And actually, it turns out I made this recipe, and I started cooking it like even now. It's called green bean, the Thai green bean tuna fish recipe. I had to look it up, the actual title, but it was good. I made it here, and I haven't found good curry, so it didn't come out as well as I would like. But anyway, that's kind of off the beaten path. I digress. So yeah, man, that was the overall like experience of studying abroad is like a world. It's a life changer. It literally changed my life, like for the better. I was there roughly about 5 months, almost half a year. I was there for quite a while. It seemed like forever, and then like near the end, it just like went fast, like done. What's going on with my connection, man? Do I gotta start a computer over or something? Is that what I gotta do? I don't get it, man. I don't get why this thing is doing this, man. Like, I had issues not the last time, but the time before that. I'm like, dude, I'm not even using that much internet. It's like, what the heck, man? Like, where's my 100 like megas I pay for? I know that's download speed, but I'm wired right now. Like, literally, I'm wired connection. I don't understand like why it's doing this. It's pissing me off, man. Anyways, a countdown to Australia redo. So it's not exactly going to be a redo because I've heard this in the past. I was like, well, you can't expect to get the same thing out. I have this mosquito just bothering me right now. Just like, I'm like, catch it. But going back to a place, okay, first of all, Australia was great. There's a lot of reasons why. I'm not going to get into too many details, but, actually, I was literally looking at some photos I took when I was in Sydney, Australia. So before I left to come back here, I had the opportunity of spending the night in Sydney, which wasn't a part of the plan. And I was kind of bent out of shape about it. I was like, man, I was trying to get back. I was kind of frantic. Then I was like, wait. Step back a little bit. You haven't been to Sydney yet. Man, my friend had to, reassure me, kind of calm me down a little bit. I was like, dude, yeah, you're right. I haven't been to Sydney yet. I have the opportunity to go. I literally have probably a total of 12 hours. I got to the airport, so this is make this story short. I'll keep it as short as possible. I got to the airport. I flew from Gold Coast to Sydney. It took about 2 hours or so. I get to Sydney, the airport. As it turns out, I'm not sure. The plane was delayed. So, I'm not even sure why they had to set up like this. I'm pretty sure they do this all the time, but oh, you know what? There was a strike. There was a strike in the airport, but it didn't really affect me too much. I mean, I had seen the news with lines and everything like that, but I don't think it affected me that much where it was late. It was more like the plane was delayed or something. But anyways, we get there. I get there. I'm not the only one, by the way. So I'm trying to fly back here. I get to the desk, where they process, to board you, and all that stuff. I get there, and there's like nobody there. I'm looking around like, where's everybody at? Like, where's the service personnel at? I mean, there's like nobody. It's like, okay, maybe it's like one of those things where you just gotta wait for them, and we're waiting. waiting, and then there's more people showing up in line. So this line is in front of this counter. I won't even tell you the name of the air carrier, but I'm flying with them again anyway. I decided not to use cheapo tickets, which is a good site by the way, but they're not actually hosting this air carrier, and there might be a reason why. I think overall it's a good air carrier, but they will nickel and dime you. They are fairly cheaper than, say, other carriers like Qantas, but they will nickel and dime you. That's the thing you gotta watch out for. This is so horrible. I can't even watch the video, man. The beer is okay actually. I mean, it's IPA ish. Hold on. I think I showed you last time. I'm drinking this right here, the Rebel Juice IPA. If you can see that, I'm waiting for the stream to catch up because I don't even know if I'm being broadcast on the stream, but apparently I can be heard and seen. So that's what I'm drinking. And my stream health is still bad. It hasn't completely. God, what the heck is going on, man? Like, there's only 2 people on the internet. There's myself and one other roommate. That's it. I don't know what she's doing, but I doubt she's downloading. Well, is it possible that she's torrenting? I don't know. I'm sure as hell not. Video output low. Yes, I know. Thanks for letting me know that. Okay, so anyway, we get to the counter, and there's nobody there. It's just us. It's just client. So we don't know what the hell's going on. Probably, and I'm getting like, okay, I can see why I kind of got stressed out, because I was like, man, I'm trying to make this flight, dude. It's like, and it's not even my fault. Like, I get there, there's nobody there. So I'm like, oh man, dude, if we miss this flight, and that's like the last flight out, literally it's the last one. It turns out, and so here's the thing, I don't recall exactly if the plane was delayed or not. I don't remember that. I do know that there is an hour difference between Sydney and Gold Coast. I totally forgot. So basically, we flew down to Sydney. We went basically an hour forward. So even if I was on Gold Coast time and got there, okay, let's say I got there, I'd have maybe 45 minutes at most. It turns out that, being that it was an hour difference between the time zones, that we were late when we got there. It was too late. They had boarded the plane. They were about to take off. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why. What the freak, man? Do I gotta reset my internet? Like, oh man, this is killer, dude. This is so freaking bad right now. I don't even know. Fuck, man. The voice is cool? Okay. I'm gonna keep going then. See if I can spell Jess just right. There we go. Boom. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Cool. Thanks for being my awesome monitor, because I can't tell. I looked at it on my thing and I was just like, dude, this is bad. I can hear myself and you can hear myself, so that's good. I might as well just like put something over the camera, like, and just go for it. Like I did that before. Or actually I just shut the video off altogether. What if I can do that? Just shut the video off. Because otherwise I'm just like, freaking A, man. This is horrible. It's not even funny. Like, it's just like bad, man. Like, I might start over. It's just like it's gonna make a new video. It's like, man, I don't want to go through the trouble. I just want to do this. So, unfortunately, the streaming is just it's just low. It's bad. But I'm gonna keep going. My good friend says the voice is good. So if you guys can just listen to my voice and just, I don't know, just a low frame rate really for video. But anyways, I'm already 20 minutes in, so I want to get to the point. I keep going back and forth like that. So I'm at the counter at this air carrier. I'm like, there's nobody around. Probably a good 30, well, actually 30 minutes. I'm kind of like, dude, what's going on? Everybody's like, dude, what's going on? I go to the counter. Actually, I think I had to take care of something first. So before I get to the counter, before I get to the line itself to check in my baggage and all that stuff, I have to figure out what my ticket is because my shit is fucked up. Like, literally, like, because I didn't buy weight. This is something if you travel anywhere that's out of the United States, you might have to pay for weight. And I learned this the hard way. So going with cheapo tickets, cheapo air actually, not cheapo tickets. There probably is a site named that, but cheapoair.com. That reminds me of Roar. Yeah, man, dude, I don't know what video. Like, my internet should be like good. Like, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, third-party sites, you got to be careful. So I go to Cheapo Air, I get the tickets. They don't tell me anything about weight purchase. Like, it was like a surprise. Like, I got to the counter, I was like, oh, you got to pay for weight. It's like, oh, what's that? And they tell me, oh, it's even more money if you got to pay for it up front. Like, okay, well, whatever. It's cool if you're leaving here from the United States going there, but if you got to pay for weight on the way back, dude, the guy literally told me that I would have to basically buy another ticket for it to be like logical. Because the way he was saying, it was going to be like twice as much as my ticket. And I'm like, holy shit, man. So, excuse my French, but that's what I was doing. Like, I was like, man, I mean, money is limited already. I mean, yeah, I got my money and everything like that. I'm good, but I don't have that much to spend. You know, like, I'm not trying to blow everything before I leave because I do need money when I get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was getting worried, like, man. So I talked to the air carrier itself, the personnel. He actually very helpful. They helped me out. They got me a new ticket because, oh man, dude, I was like extremely worried. So that's another reason why I was kind of stressed out. I was like, freaking A, dude. I gotta leave and I gotta deal with all this stuff, but we figured it out. Woo sava, woo sa. So yeah, man, it was. Got that taken care of. Got in line. We're like, okay, well, nobody's showing up yet, and it's like, my issue probably only took like 10, 15 minutes at most. I got to line, waiting for at least 30 minutes. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on. I go, well, what did I do? You know what? I think I remember when I first got there, I went to go eat. Of course, I went to go, check to see the line and everything, but I went to go get something to eat. Actually, I don't remember. Anyways, scratch that part. I knew I got something to eat, but I don't remember, like, when. Was it before I got in line? Anyways, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, everybody's wondering what the hell is going on. And I'm actually calling on my phone because I got like a service. I got a prepaid plan. It's actually a lot cheaper than some of the other service. But prepaid prepaid plan. Good service, by the way. I had a shittier service before, but I got a good one this time. What is it called? Anyways, don't worry about that. like I said, I'm not gonna get into too many details in this video in particular, but later on I will start a series, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. So basically, on the countdown to Australia, you're gonna see more videos like this. So then after Australia, you'll see videos of the stuff I did when I was there this time. Makes sense, right? We'll call on customer service. I'm talking to this guy. I don't know. Dude doesn't get it. Like, we're on the ground, we're in front of the counter, nobody's there. We keep telling him, I'm not the only one calling this guy. He keeps blowing me off. He or she or whatever the hell, kind of feminine, lisp, whatever, I don't know, whatever. I'm like, I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting even more frustrated because this dude's not helping me out. I'm like, okay, dude. I done told you, I done called like 3 times already. I told you, there's nobody here. We're trying to fly out. And at this point, the plane, I mean, looking at this, the time and everything, I'm like, dude, and I just totally forgot about the time change, right? So we're already late. It doesn't matter. It's already too late. The deal is done. So I'm not even sure why they schedule it like that. If there's one last flight out, why would you schedule it that soon? But I don't know. Maybe it was a cheapo air thing. I don't know. Maybe it was a carrier thing. But regardless of what happened, something got jacked. And there was a lot of not so happy people, including myself. But once we figured out everything and what had happened, they were basically like they were going to give us all a voucher. And if we were smart, because I had to actually go upstairs. So there were actually employees still there, fortunately. Otherwise, I'd been really screwed. Because I didn't know. Anyways, another story. I go up to the service personnel. They're looking into it. There's no other flight. I figured that out a long time ago. There's no other flight out that day. Not to the United States, at least. Because they have a set time. Basically, the last flight out for the day will get to the United States, Hawaii in particular, early in the morning. So basically, we're flying overnight. It makes sense, right? I figured it out. They give me a voucher for a hotel, and I take the train back to Sydney, and I'm there for a night. Like, freaking awesome. But it's expensive as freaking hell, man. Like, well, at least the hotel that I was in, the food, I mean, I had a voucher, but I was looking at the price, and it's like, it was ridiculous. Like, freaking ridiculous. You know, I spent way too much time talking about that, but that's what happened on my way out. But overall, and I will say, I will get into this if you haven't heard me on Raw, and unfortunately, those the audio files are gone. I could not salvage them. So there's a lot of stuff that I casted on while I was there in Australia, and it's just gone. So what I'm going to do, and this is as part of a series I'm going to create, is I guess you can call it like the Lost Files series, because I blogged a little bit about it, but I haven't really I blogged about the ending and the beginning mostly, but not about the middle stuff. Most of the middle stuff is audio. I had on audio on this app called Raw, and that app is no longer in existence anymore. So I have to do it all from memory now. More concise, more consolidated, but you get to the point. You get the point. I might even call it the missing files. Australia, the missing files. Because honestly, a lot of that stuff was on audio, and we even had like hangouts. Like, that stuff's gone, man. Sadly, Mystical is gone. And I actually had a conversation with Sparks yesterday. He asked me, like, what happened to Roar? I'm like, I thought you knew. I was like, well, the developers, they kind of let it go to hell, and over a year, it just kind of faded out into nothingness. Like, until, that's why everybody's complaining, like, what the hell happened? It just kind of disappeared. Like, it just literally just faded into nothing, and it disappeared. So one day, I mean, I still got the app. but it doesn't connect to anything. It has to have servers to work. There's no servers. I mean, they probably exist, but you can't connect to them unless you're a hacker or something. I don't know, but anyways, long story short, most of those files are gone. I'm pretty sure maybe have one or two left. I don't know, but so consider it like a redo of my story. But here's the thing, though, and I was gonna say this before, but you can't learn something like I'm not going back to expect the same thing's gonna happen, because if I do, I'm not gonna have fun. So this is what I'm planning out right now. I am going back to Gold Coast. I'm gonna visit some friends, maybe go on a hike, something, whatever. Preferably something I haven't done. I don't want to do the same thing because that's pointless. I'm on a vacation for 10 days and I want to like experience something different. It doesn't have to be all different. It doesn't have to be expensive. It just has to be different. But not like so crazy where I'm just like skydiving every day. Nothing like that. I mean, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be myself. There's probably going to be like 1 or 2 days where I'm not going to be doing anything at all. Because it's vacation. I don't want to be like stressed out. So my plan is, besides the Gold Coast, I am going to visit Melbourne for at least 3 days. And flights are actually fairly reasonable. Well, in the country. Actually going there and coming back is actually more expensive this time than last time. Last time it was only $800 and something. This time it was like $1,100. So it's like $400 difference, like give or take. It's probably like 300 and some change, but oh man, yeah, it's a lot more this time. This mosquito is gonna freaking. But anyway, it's still a work in progress. My plan. I got the tickets. I got my visa. First of all, get the visa first. I didn't have it. I looked this up. They say it's better to get the visa first. That way, you know that you're not gonna be denied when you get there to customs or whatever, and be like, "What? No visa? Go home." Uh, Not planning on it. So, get your visa, get your passports, and travel. Travel, and then, of course, make sure you have the flights. So the only thing I'm actually missing right now is lodging, and I know I gotta get that really fast because it's gonna get sucked up on those dates. Plan A is if I can get right now, if I can lodge with the place I was before. I'm still trying to get contact with them, but right now I'm probably just gonna call them up because I have the number. But that's plan A. Plan B is going to be more of like Airbnb kind of thing. And I totally forgot about Airbnb. Like, Airbnb, what is that? It's like, oh, that's right. I never used it before. So that's something I'm looking into right now. Something you might want to consider if you're going anywhere and want to stay there for, well, a cheaper price than, like, say, a hotel. Because I don't know if you look, but hotels are a little bit more pricier. I mean, prices. Even Australian dollars is expensive. It adds up really fast. And that's the other thing. So there's a currency exchange. I don't know exactly what that is. Let's see currency exchange right now. What is the exchange rate between the US dollar and an Australian dollar at the moment? My internet should be fast. What the hell, man? I'm gonna have to reset this thing. I don't understand like why the internet's so slow. It's Tuesday night. People should be going to sleep. And it's like, what the freak, man? Alright, so check this out. I use this site quite a bit. That's a site I'm gonna have to use the reference. So check this out. So right now, that's not bad actually. So right now, a $1 is equal to 1.33333338 of an Australian dollar. When I went last time, it was actually 125, 123. It would fluctuate between 117 and then 125 at the highest. So 133, and that's just right now. That's just right now. I don't know what it's gonna be like when I get there, but it's definitely something to consider, very important, because the markets do fluctuate. And the last thing I want is that if it's like it can get priced. I've never been in a situation where it got just ridiculously like, but when it got to like 119, 112, I was like, oh man, it's getting close to $1. Like it's almost like matching. It's good for them, but it's bad for me. Well, I'm gonna give you the site. It's called xe.com, currency converter. I'm gonna put it in the description here. That way, guys know where to go. Well, there's many places, but this is one of the places I use to convert my money. Anywhere you go, and there's apps too. And I don't want to forget, there's plenty of apps you can do this on. You don't have to freaking you don't have to just rely just on it on a desktop website, obviously, but so I'm gonna put that in the references section for you guys later. I like to keep, bam, bada bing, bada boom. That's there. I think it's saved automatically. Or better. So there's an app also on the phone. By the way, I just got this new phone, Galaxy S8. This thing is like beautiful, and it feels great. Retina scanner. It's pretty cool. No, Google, I don't need your help right now. Actually, I do need your help. Okay, Google. Open currency converter. Freaking mosquito in here. There it is. So there's also an app in here, and it's called Currency. Let's look at that right there. Called Currency. Currency app on Android. And I was looking at this thing. I was checking this thing literally like every few days because I'd have to take money out. So in my situation, I didn't have like a money card, like an international money card. This mosquito is just killing me right now. I didn't have an international money card, so what I did utilize was my Quicksilver credit card, which is great if you travel abroad. It works. Debit cards, not a good idea. In fact, you probably shouldn't carry one with you because that's like real money. If you do have a credit card, that's good. Quicksilver, for example, or even the Venture, which I don't have, but Venture's more good for miles. Quicksilver is good because you get cash back on purchases, and it actually came in very handy. Only thing I forgot to do before I left was get my PIN numbers, and of course they mail you the PIN numbers. So I was like, well, I'm not at home. I can't get mail unless they send it overseas. So I'm like, freaking A. So I was there without a PIN number. But I managed, actually. So I went to the bank, and I would just take cash advance out. And of course you have to do it in the hard way and like fill out this form, whatever, and then get money. And I would constantly keep funneling money to my credit card every so many. I try to do it at least once a week because I also had to pay bills too. Rent. Well, just rent mostly. Rent and internet was only the bill I had to worry about, and of course bills I had back here. So that's about it, man. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I didn't really want to go into depth today because it's like I said. I mean, it's already 40 minutes. Of course, I mean, I got off point a few times, but there is a large, doesn't mean there's a big story here, and I still got to like blog a lot of this stuff. It's a lot easier to come on here and just be like, dude, this is what it was, this is how I did it, kind of thing, versus um, writing about it. Writing about it is a little, it's more difficult because it's like, but at the same time, it's just as effective in that sense. If you like reading people's stuff versus hearing about it and watching other people's stuff. I mean, it's not much to watch here. Just watch me, a talking head. Can't really see those barcodes. Can you? Probably take that off. I hope not. But anyway, that's the extent. I mean, if you got any questions about how anything was while I was there, while I'm still on here, please by all means ask. Don't be shy. Don't hesitate. I will definitely tell you, dude. I like had a great time, and that's why I'm going back. Like as soon as I got on the plane, I was like, man, I don't want to go back right now. But I was kind of getting homesick. But then after that, man, after I came back, I have not been the same since. I was like, man, something is missing in my life, and I know exactly what it is. At least partly. Like travel, dude, travel, man. Not just travel, but like the whole experience, being somewhere else, living in somebody else's like this is a totally different culture. Like outside this comfort zone of the United States, right? I'm looking at everything like other people do on the outside. And I was part of that for 5 months, man. 5 months, give or take. And it's kind of, it can be like really, I wouldn't say weird. It does take time to adjust. And actually, I adjusted quite well, being that it's a first world country. People speak English anyway, so it didn't take too long for me to adjust. Just a few things, little things like money. I gotta tell you a story about money later, but money, just like the money is different. So you gotta know like the different denominations of money, and there's a lot more. There's a lot more coin usage too. Anyways, I want to spit that knowledge out there. And like I said, if you have any questions, even if after this cast is over, please by all means ask, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I will answer you at best of my ability. But hey, if you don't ask, then I don't know, because you never asked. But yeah, man, just it was awesome. I'm gonna say this as a little spiel, like not really a little spiel, but I always say this to everybody. But if you ever have an opportunity to go study abroad or just go abroad, just travel, go. And I got friends, some coworkers, they travel all the time. I'm like, I want to do this for like constantly. I mean, I don't want to be like constantly on the run, like every day, like I'm going to a different place, unless I have that planned out, like Europe or something like that. But more realistically, every few days, I wouldn't mind that. Mosquito, freaking A, dude. I'm gonna kill that thing. Anyways, get out there, get out your comfort zone. I mean, I'm going back, but this is just beginning. And actually, that was the beginning. That it's not even my first time I've traveled out of the country, but it won't be the last. Anyway, I have future plans to travel elsewhere. Like next year, for example, As it stands right now, I'm planning to go to Taiwan, but I'm gonna be Taiwan, not to travel, just to travel, but more so like to teach English, or maybe South Korea, but we'll see. It's still in planning, up in the air, but it's gonna happen. I got a couple of friends doing it right now. One in Poland, and the other in China, Shanghai. Oh man, I just doing the same thing every day. Like I was talking about my job earlier, right? That's what's missing. Being alive, being something different in life that you know that you're destined for, and if you're not living in that life, you're suffering. And I feel it. I feel that I'm getting angry. I'm feeling that I just there's more to life, man, than just work. I mean, I understand like work, and I appreciate getting paid. Don't get me wrong. That's not all me. It's not all my life. There's definitely more out there. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I want to first thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's been almost it's close to an hour here. I like to keep this. I'll wrap it up about 45 minutes into this thing. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoy my story. Definitely look out for more stories like this. I am going to create a series. I've been wanting to do this for a while now. I have a reason to. I'm actually